What's going on, everyone? I'm so happy you decided to join me on this journey called Podcast Life. We will be discussing topics like celebrity gossip, life lesson, politics, and etc. This is a judge-free zone. Think of me as that homegirl that is so down to earth that you feel like you've been knowing for years. Remember, over here at the Boomerang Effect, the motto is never judge a book by its cover before opening it up and reading it. And remember, it's okay to agree to disagree. Just stand on what you're saying. Got it? Period. Please like, comment, share, give feedback, anything to help this podcast grow because it is a voice for the people. So, love, peace, and unity. Mwah.
I got a big mouth, can't help it. I talk from my heart, I'm real, you know what I'm saying, whatever comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world, you know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn, you know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. Your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you. So anything that I'm doing that's bad, I'm going to have to suffer for it. But in my heart, I think what I'm doing is right. You know what I mean? And I think heaven is just, when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is...
What's going on? It is your girl Queen Quee, and this is Hot Topics. Let's jump right on into it. Okay, R. Kelly is placed on suicide watch following his guilty conviction. Okay, it says it's not looking too good for R. Kelly in jail. According to the Chicago police, Kelly has been placed on suicide watch following his conviction in his New York charges. Okay, so I know y'all remember just a few weeks ago, R. Kelly was found guilty on all charges and other illegal sex acts. Since the conviction, Kelly was placed on suicide watch a few days after the trial, but has since been lifted. Okay, so basically they're saying that anybody who don't know, R. Kelly was found guilty on all charges of sexual acts against minors and stuff like that. So now he's in the place of they're saying he was on suicide watch. Am I surprised? No. I'm not surprised that R. Kelly is on suicide watch because the simple fact is that a lot of this stuff has came back on him, and he probably felt like he did get away, or he felt like that the people was going to forgive him, and it was going to get swept up under the rug. But like they said, what you do in the dark will always come to light. And I do feel like mentally and physically, this man has been given multiple chance and opportunity to get and seek help. But instead of seeking help, he got big headed. I don't know who he done pissed off in the industry and stuff like that, because I do not feel like R. Kelly is the only person that is still basically was messing with minors and all type of sexual activities. Oh, trust, it's way more than him. And that's why they said, baby, they said he was on the verge of pulling a Nino Brown. He said, baby, he's finna tell it all. You know what I'm saying? He's finna start pointing out and doing names. So I just really don't know how to feel about that, because a lot of people were so torn. And I just hate it because, especially in the community, and I hate to say it, you guys, but Black people, my people, I seen a lot of people consistently trying to justify and defend his actions, and then you guys are putting the blame on the victims and the kids and the parents and everybody else except R. Kelly. And then people had the audacity to feel like, oh, that's R. Kelly, he got songs and hits, and it still ain't gonna take away from his talent. But that is the issue, because let it would have been one of your family member or one of your kids, would you still have the same type of energy? So and remind you, R. Kelly is still not done. I think that this was charges in New York. He still has to go to trial for different cases and stuff like that. So he's definitely not getting out anytime soon. and he doesn't have any money because he have signed over all his rights, and he has literally got so many lawsuits and so many under he was paying out so many people in his past and stuff like that. He lost control of all his finances. So yeah, he's on suicide watch, and it's just time. I'm sorry. I don't really too much know what to say about that R. Kelly situation, because I don't really feel too bad about the situation, because I know for a fact I seen the first video. Everybody knew that he was dealing with Aaliyah. That was a known fact. I seen the video of the young lady that he was having sexual intercourse when he was urinating on her, and it was her. It's just disgusting. So it's kind of like he done it. I believe everybody, but if you was not even dealing or even had any dealings with certain people, you wouldn't be caught up like that. I'm just being honest with you. If I didn't got off for some child pornography and sex tapes and stuff like that, and I was found not guilty, it ain't no way in hell that I even still be even around a certain age. When I tell you pulling out IDs and about an NDA before after the situation, you should have been way more cautious. So yeah. Anyways, next subject. Yaya Mayweather has a jury trial set for February 2022 for stabbing NBA YoungBoy's baby mama, faces up to 20 years. So this is another celebrity. Matter of fact, Yaya is very young. She just had a baby by the rapper NBA YoungBoy. And she is going to go to trial in February 2022. And this is so sad because, not even trying to be funny, she got upset because someone that she knew for a fact, which is the father of her child, was consistently sleeping around and dealing with multiple women and had a lot of baby mamas. So you got upset. You go over to his house. You pulling out knives and stuff. You end up stabbing one of the young ladies that he was sleeping with, and she has to also deal with their trauma for the rest of her life. And you're facing up to 20 years because you sit up there and call yourself trying to assault her. This is what I'm talking about. First of all, do I feel like that she should go to jail and get some type of punishment? I do. I do. Because we already know her father is Floyd Mayweather. So, of course, the money is never an issue. But sometimes it's about the principle of it all. Because regardless of the fact, you need to learn, don't put your hands on people. And then that's another thing, too. Why weren't you that bold enough to stab NBA YoungBoy? He the one who lied and cheated and was sleeping with the girl. This is what I'm talking about, ladies. Hey, ladies. Why is it that men can do us so wrong? I'm gonna give y'all a little piece, and I'll just say the rest of the voice for my tour. Now I'm just playing, but I'm just saying, like, why in the world would you sit up here and try to stab the girl that he was sleeping with, and he's not even with the girl no more? That's what I'm saying, ladies. Stop putting yourself in position, both of the ladies, because at the end of the day, even when the drama was going on, that's not even the mother of his child. That was a female he was sleeping with. And then on the other hand, he had kept on getting girls pregnant left and right. Like, this young man is in his early 20s and got over, I want to say, 7 or 8 kids. 7 or 8 kids. And he is locked up. I want to say young boy been locked up for at least 2 years, and he still got girls coming out, consistently conceiving kids with him. This is so weird. So this girl is finna lose her life. This girl, finna basically lose her life or her freedom all behind a man, and she is literally probably the 6th or 7th baby mama. Really? You see what I'm saying? Your whole future is finna be gone down the drain. I do feel like she deserves some type of consequences, because at the end of the day, keep your hands to yourself. Keep knives and weapons and stuff like that to yourself. Okay, so what if that girl would have died when it came down to stuff like that? What if she would have died? Then what? Oh, we supposed to expect them. Oh, I was just mad. I was just upset. It's like it's a little too late a little too late for that. So the girl, she had already came out a couple of times and was just saying like how that's still traumatic to her. Like, she's not even with young boy no more. They were just messing around. Yaya came over there, stabbed her up. her arm and stuff like that will never be the same. And at the end of the day, that's something she has to deal with. And all these people are in their early 20s. I know, baby, I know some fools that was in love, but don't ever get to the point where you feel like you got to put your hands on somebody. That goes for women and men. If I feel like I got to put my hands on you, I'm gonna move away and get away from you ASAP before I even take it to that level. Because you know what I'm saying, we can keep it cute, we can keep it cordial how you want to go, but nah, that ain't what it say. It say we can get we can keep it cool, or we can get gangster how you want to go about it. And I just feel like for anybody that ever take me out my element where I want to put my hands on them, I'd rather remove myself from the whole situation. So yeah. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that she should definitely do you think she should pay for that? Far as like she should pay for that incident? Do you feel like she deserved probation, jail time, counseling? What do you think Yaya deserved for stabbing the young lady and injuring her like that in the midst of her being enraged and in love? What do you guys thoughts on that? Okay, next subject is a Texas mother of two post suicide note on Facebook before killing herself in a vehicle. I'm so sorry, you guys. I got that Cutchin slang. Vehicle wreck. Um, this is very sad. This young lady, and this is what I'm saying about postpartum depression. She had postpartum depression. She was basically giving out a cry out for help. She wrote a suicide note. She posted on Facebook, and then next thing you know, the week after that, she had took her life. I know a lot of times people sit up here and say suicide is definitely a sin and stuff like that. That's the reason why I never forget the saying is check on your strong friends. Check on people, period. How you doing can simply go a long way. And I'm a mother of three kids, and I'll be a fool, or I'll just be, just trying to keep a certain type of image if I didn't say I didn't go through postpartum when it came down to having my kids. I'm not going to say, well, yeah, probably all three of them, because you got to understand, your mindset is to be with the person that you have kids with, and you would love for the other parents to be as active and full on board. But as fathers out here, they do have a certain type of lenient to do what they want to do and stuff like that and move on. And sometimes as a young woman especially, and you're having kids and you thought that you was going to be with the person that you was going to be with, and you get help and stuff like that, you end up suffering. And then on top of you going through a depression, you have to raise a baby on top of that. And sometimes the baby favoring the father. And it's kind of like now you back even more sad and depressed. So let's keep her kids in the prayer, because these kids lost a mother. And it's very sad. These kids had lost a mother, and I would just hate, for them to grow up and then they find out that their mother actually committed suicide because she could not take care of them, or she could not provide the life. People, and I don't care who you is. This goes for men and women. It's help out there. It's help out there. Just please try to get it. That's the reason why it's so very important to not be so prideful and caught up in the fact of what people are going to say. People are going to talk about you whether you do good or bad. But at least you attempt to sit over here, and you got to put your pride aside when you have kids. Trust and believe me, I done did it plenty of times. And it's not in like no derogatory, like no bad way, like, oh yeah, I didn't have to do this and do that and do some stuff that I never discussed. No, it's nothing like that. But I'm just saying though, I had to realize is that, I can't do it all on my own. So when people are offering to help and step in and stuff like that, take it, and don't easily be trying to be super mom. We're nobody's perfect. So let's keep her kids in our prayers, because this young lady has passed away. And now it's crazy to sit up here and say, um, if she couldn't get no help on earth, and just imagine her leaving her kids on this earth where she already felt lonely and could not get no help with them. So I'm praying for the kids in the process. I'm definitely praying for the kids in the process. Here goes some tweets that people were saying they checking out. I'm sorry, but I can't keep battling depression. To the ones that were really there, I love y'all. If I do succeed at this, Please make sure my kids are okay. That is something that the young lady had said. She said, if anything ever happens to me, do not give my kids to their dad permanently, because if while I was alive you couldn't help take care of them, then why wait till I'm gone? And she basically was sending text messages. This is stuff that she had posted and put on the internet before she took her life. I'm sorry. I kind of, whew, it just takes a lot, because I'm a person that I feel for women. I love, women and embracing women and encouraging them, but I also have a softer spot when it comes down to kids. And yeah, I just really feel like that it's sad to say that she felt like this the only way she can get people to take her serious is to take her life. And that takes a lot. Uh this was also another post from another mother. The mother is going through postpartum and is trying her best to shake it and need tips. And so let's just hear what this lady had to say.
Shit is crazy, I just had a baby, got me feeling lazy, what I'm supposed to do. Trying to keep it cool, but I'm burning up. The price is fucking no turning up. Got people saying how I'm supposed to feel. Mad as fuck, cause I post the real. Tell me what's the deal if you can't express. Tell me how to feel if I feel depressed. I'm stressed out and my mental tired. Tell me smoke the blunt, just take a ride. Tell me how that feel if you wanna die. And all the fuck you can do is cry. Look side to side, but it's just me. Why this pussy devil trying to press me? All this negativity just piss me. And all the fuck they gon' think is they miss me. I'm down as fuck and I'm not playing. Don't think the shit that I'm just saying. Was harder than a bitch, man. I'm spinning down like a smush hand. If there's any other woman feel like me, I'll call the game, please come and speak. Know a lot of women out there in need. I'm ready to cry to see us bleed postpartum. Postpartum.
Okay, and she also, after that rap, she said, I never felt nothing in my life like postpartum. The women in my DM told me, do what I love to make me feel better, and I promise I have more hope now. Thank you all for being so supportive and not judging. I did this whole beat. I might record it for y'all. So there was a young lady who kind of reached out to a couple of people, and they was trying to let her know self-care and and to do something that she loved to do. And sometimes, as a community, you remember they used to say it takes a village, and sometimes that does. So if you see a young parent, or a young parent that's out there, or parents like far as a man and a woman that are still together, that are probably need help in that situation, it's nothing. If you know for a fact it's not a burden for you to watch the kid or watch the baby, or go over there and check in on them, or just ask them, hey, do you need me to run an errand for you? Do you need me to do this or that? Do that. Do that. Even if you feel like they don't want the help, it's nothing to go pick up a little encouraging book or a card or a little love token and drop it off, and just to let them know that you was thinking about them. So yeah, so let's just keep all the women in the prayers that's dealing with postpartum. Uh you are appreciated, in the words of Tupac. So let's keep them in our prayers, and also let's keep the kids in the prayers also, because like I said, Prince say, it's a long effect on the kids also. So while we're on the topic of kids, Kandi Burruss reveals someone once questioned her motherhood because she had a baby via surrogate. It makes me emotional. And she said, Kandi Burruss takes Jack of all trades to a whole new level. The 45-year-old Real Housewife of Atlanta star is successfully singer, songwriter, actress, businesswoman, and wife. She also is a mother of three and shares two children, 5-year-old Ace and 1-year-old Blaze, with her husband Todd. Her oldest daughter, 19-year-old, is Riley, is from a previous relationship. During a recent interview, Kandi opened up about how some people negatively reacted when they learned she decided to have her youngest child, Blaze, through a surrogate. She shared, it really hurts my feelings. I don't like really talking about it because it makes me emotional. I don't think she was trying to hurt my feelings, but when she saw it or heard that I was doing it, she was just like, "Aren't you afraid that you're not gonna bond with your baby?" Candy didn't reveal who made the harsh comment, but she did share that the individual was older than her and seemingly from a different time. She's older, so I guess her initial thinking is like just because somebody doesn't physically have their baby, that they won't be able to have the same bond as a mother who physically pushed the baby out. Okay, so what are you guys' opinion on it? Do you think that that is true that you cannot have a strong bond unless you give birth to the kids? And I really do think that this is the reason why people should stay out of people's vaginas and penises and sex life. Because I remember a woman coming out saying that how it's very offensive to keep asking a person, when you gonna have some babies? When y'all gonna have some babies? Or you getting too old, when you gonna go ahead and lock it down? And then she was just like, that's the rudest thing because what they don't understand, I had already suffered 6 miscarriages. So while you're trying to peer pressure and stuff, this person trying to get their mental and their physical back intact because they have literally keep getting pregnant and going months and months with having babies, and next thing you know they lose them at the spur of the moment. So I do think that was very wrong of the lady to even say something like that. But like she said, she probably was an old school older lady, so she didn't know no better. She probably like, oh, this new age stuff, are you afraid that you're not gonna bond with them and stuff like that? But anybody can be a sperm donor, anybody can give birth. It takes the real person to sit and raise and spend time. And that's just the same thing. Like that's just like telling a step parent or a bonus parent, is some people like to say, is that, well, aren't you afraid that nobody's gonna aren't you afraid that this person, like you're not gonna be able to bond with this child because you didn't give birth? That doesn't matter. It's all about the love and affection that you have for the child. So please be mindful of that when you guys are speaking or feel the need to say certain stuff in comments. Be mindful of people's feelings because you just never know what a person might have to go through. And then even though she had a surrogate, how did she know that Candy health issue wasn't a major reason why she couldn't have any more kids? So while y'all worried about, okay, you sure you can bond and what it is, like don't say stuff like that because you don't know what type of guilt and pain she probably felt for not even being able to give birth to another child. So yeah, that's something that's very important. Okay, next subject. Will Alex Baldwin discharged prop gun on the set, left one person dead and another injured. Alex Baldwin fired the prop gun while on set filming the upcoming film Rust in New Mexico, which accidentally killed on set worker and wounded director. Reports stated that no one was arrested in the incident and no charges have been filed. According to the Santa Fe County Sheriff Office, detectives are currently interviewing witnesses and the incident remains open and active. What do you guys thought about that? So this is a famous actor. He was on set of a movie and he used the gun. And of course, they say that 9 times out of 10 the guns are never loaded. It's like just prop guns, or you supposed to shoot it and it's supposed to, shoot out some type of dust or whatever or a sound, but it never is supposed to be any bullets on the set. So happened this man had a bullet on his set. So when he went to do a scene, they claimed that he shot the gun and it killed someone that was on production, and it also wounded the director. And he's in the mix of he feeling like he had people coming after him, not like the public, but he was saying like in the industry, because he was like, that is so crazy how that gun went off. Why did the gun go off? Why was it bullets in there? And then on top of that, and it's definitely hurting him because the person who ended up dying was a close friend to him. He said that was a close friend to me. It has turned me apart because he really felt like he's been set up. He's not set up. He feel like he's been set set up, because he went against Trump when Trump was in office, and he was saying like a lot of comments and rude statements. So people are saying that was this like all a plan to destroy something, destroy his image, his character, get him locked up. What do you guys think about it? Who should be charged? Because somebody lost their life. And then on top of that, the props, it's supposed to be a prop. So it's like, is he responsible? But I mean, regardless if they let him get him off on it or whatever, or he's not reliable for it, this man has to live with that for the rest of his life. So whoever was plotting and planning on the situation, they got exactly what they wanted. And that's him going through pain and agony. Because regardless, if you know how it goes, sometimes even if when you proven innocent, people still don't care because now the rumor is out there. So let's keep being pressed for the people family and even his mental, because I honestly, that does sound kind of weird and wishy-washy, because come on now, the gun go off out the blue. Make it make sense all together. It just did not make any sense at all. So that wraps up today's episode. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. Please like, share, comment, and I will talk to you guys next time. Mwah.